And hello, welcome to another Warrior Creed live stream with me, the radical Majid Nawaz. Today's topic is, of course, the subject of the British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, having resigned from office yesterday. Nigel Farage, off the back of that news, has demanded a general election. And today we are going to break down for you what the Labour plan is. Of course, that is for Andy Burnham, who won in the Makerfield by-election, to almost in a coronation replace Keir Starmer, not only without a new general election, taking it to the British public, but also likely to be the case without an internal Labour Party election. In other words, Andy Burnham is likely by the Labour Party to be coronated as leader of the party without contest now that he won his MP seat in the by-election of Makerfield and quit as Mayor of Greater Manchester. And that coronation as the leader of the Labour Party means necessarily, because due to the British parliamentary system, he becomes automatically sworn in by the monarch as Prime Minister because the Labour Party has the majority of seats in Parliament. So that is the Labour Party's route to getting Andy Burnham to becoming Prime Minister. Nigel Farage has called instead for a general election for the British public to get to decide who their next Prime Minister is. And he has argued that Andy Burnham not only has no mandate to govern this country, but also nobody really knows what he stands for. In this stream, we're going to go through some of those arguments and discuss some of the controversial policies that are waiting down the line to snap at Andy Burnham and potentially cause controversy during his future likely premiership. So that is the stream for today. The cartoon or the graphic that we have accompanied today's stream with should be on your screens about now. It is by Peter Brooks, Sunday Times cartoonist, and it's got a text at the top there on the top left of the screen coming up, buyer's remorse. And these are cardboard cutouts of Andy Burnham, and Labour voters presumably are lining up at a returns and exchange desk with buyer's remorse, returning a broken Andy Burnham who doesn't seem to be working. And that buyer's remorse is indeed what is likely to be the defining sense of Andy Burnham's potential premiership. The Labour Party is, as it stands, woefully out of touch with the British public, and they have just carved out a path for an even more left-wing leader than Keir Starmer to become Prime Minister by becoming leader of the Labour Party, proving that they are completely out of touch with the British public, and hence Farage demanding a new general election to address the gap between what the public currently wants, and we know this because it's surveyable, and what the public return in poll after poll after poll is a Reform Party lead in the polls. If there were a general election tomorrow, then according to the polling data at least, the Reform Party would get the largest share in Parliament. And so, of course, it suits Farage to call for a general election, but there is a deeper point here, and that is that does the Labour Party, and in particular does Andy Burnham, any longer hold a mandate to govern? So that is our stream. Again, the title on your screens there, British PM Starmer resigns and Farage demands a general election. Don't go anywhere. All of that is coming up here on the Warrior Creed live stream right after these opening credits.